The dynamics became too messy between some of the stars, and the series was eventually scrapped. The show, which was originally pitched around 2019 but scrapped a year later, would have also involved the pair's close pals, Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani. At the time, the fancy legend was mother-in-law to Kelly, 43, as she was previously married to Brandon's father, Brandon Blackstock. Their family connection would have been a theme on a previous season of The Voice, an insider spilled to the US Sun. There were once talks of doing a family-themed season of The Voice. It was a handful of years back, around 2019. The coaches would have been Reba, Kelly, Gwen, and Blake. The family theme being Kelly was Reba's daughter-in-law and Kelly and Blake having the same manager at the time, they said, acknowledging how Brandon once oversaw both Kelly's and Blake's career for a number of years. Kelly and Blake were also basically best buds at the time, and of course, Gwen and Blake being together added that other family element. Their relationships were all very overlapping. Those four are very intertwined and have genuine connections. But then Kelly began to go through her divorce and the dynamics got too messy, so it fizzled out. It would have been a fun season though, the production insider added. Reba, 70, was married to music titan Narvel, 68, from 1989 until their divorce in 2015. Despite no longer being married, Brandon and his brother, Shelby Blackstock, have continued to call Reba Mom over the years. Kelly and Reba have also maintained a close bond as they regularly perform together, spend time with one another, and support each other's professional projects. Meanwhile, Blake and Kelly have stayed close to each other despite Brandon no longer representing either of them when he left the music industry in 2020 to pursue life as a full-time rancher. It seemed like serendipity when the close-knit family members ended up together on the Voice stage. Blake, 49, was the first to board the Voice train, becoming one of the original coaches in 2011. Of the foursome, Gwen, 55, was next to become a voice coach when she joined in September 2014, replacing Christina Aguilera. Kelly was next up as she hopped on for season 14 in the spring of 2018. While Reba is the latest addition, becoming a full-time coach in season 24. However, she has a long history with the show as she was a battle advisor for her good friend, Blake, all the way back in season 1. The Grammy winner returned to help Blake again out in seasons 8 and 23. It's unclear when Brandon originally began managing both Blake and Kelly, but he officially ended his role in music in 2020 following his divorce. In June 2020, Kelly filed for divorce from Brandon and at the time, cited irreconcilable differences. The two fought in a nasty court war for the following years, battling over custody of their two kids, their real estate portfolio, and their financial empire. The couple's divorce was finally settled in March 2022, but it ended up costing the pop superstar a fortune. She was ordered to pay Brandon over $1.3 million in a lump sum, along with $45,601 per month in child support, and a staggering $115,000 a month in spousal support, according to court documents. The pair were private about their life post-divorce, but fans were concerned about the pop star's family after she multiple leave of absences this year. While at the time, it was not clear to the public what the family was battling, it appeared she had been taking care of Brandon in his final months before his death. Multiple sources told Page Six that Kelly helped care for her ex as he privately battled melanoma cancer. It's been exhausting and so sad. Kelly has been working so hard, as well as looking after Brandon. Despite their difficult divorce, he's still the man she loved and still her kid's father, an insider claimed. On Wednesday, Kelly announced she was canceling the remainder of her August dates for her Las Vegas residency shows as Brandon battled a serious illness. The following morning, Starstruck Entertainment, Brandon's former talent agency, announced he had passed away from melanoma cancer at the age of 48. Fans have flooded Kelly's social media pages with their condolences, however, she has still not yet publicly commented on Brandon's death.